Sorry, is English bad? But what do you obey? UFC Noche this weekend. Why is the UFC not promoting it though? Anybody know? Have you seen the Noche card? It looks ass. Like proper poo again. Who do you think's gonna win? Probably Gene Silva. I think. I'm actually gonna look at the stats here of that fight. Might sway my opinion a bit here. Originally, I thought Diego Lopez would win, but that's just because I fucking hate Gene Silva. Yeah. Although the main event to the purse card's pretty good as well. But alright, let's look at the stats. So Lopez 5'11", Gene Silva 5'7". Bigger reach for Lopez. Yeah. Yo, Ricky, yeah, that is literally the same as me. I actually forgot until they put up a poster of it at UFC Paris that this was this weekend. I completely forgot that this fight was even happening, and it's one of the best fights right now in the UFC, in my opinion. I mean, the co-main for UFC Noche's ass as well. What do you think of Hardwick's debut? Unlucky. One of them things. I see people being like, why would he take that fight? It's so hard to get into the UFC now. That's the fucking reason. At least now he's got two more fights. He wins those back to back, then the UFC are going to keep him on because he's got a bit of a following anyway. The UFC Noche card stinks. It really, really stinks bad. Like, how is Alex Hernandez versus Diego Ferreira like the main event of the prelims? That should be on the main card when you look at the rest of the card. Yeah. The Vancouver main event will be good as well. What's the rest of that card like? Yeah, Fernandez has got some of the best leg kicks in the UFC. I actually said that on my video when I reacted to Harry Hardwick's debut, and people were saying, how can he have the best leg kicks? He's not even ranked. As if that matters for how good your leg kicks are if you're ranked or not. He's the lineal heavyweight or light heavyweight champion. Name me an Apex card on Noche. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Oh, serious? Harry coaches you? Nice one. Who's the best in the octagon in your opinion? What, like, of all time? The end of the fighting urge, you know what they're gone. Ian Gary started it. Diego Lopez is hopefully going to finish it. Is he fighting on Cage Warriors? Is he still signed to them, or am I making that up? Yeah, shit, the Vancouver card is good. Do you think Ruffy will come back? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think he can. He needs to work on his grappling though. And all the talk about Ilya and all that shit needs to go away though. Yeah, 193 in Newcastle. Is George Hardwick coming off that loss? He lost the title in one of his recent fights. That's the last George Hardwick fight I watched. Who the fuck is that guy? Let me look up here on a minute. What do you think about Umar Batista? I think Umar's going to beat him. Wait, when is this? This Saturday. Yeah, I seen Usman say that. He's so full of shit. It's crazy. Uh, I've trusted your picks multiple times. Well, how am I up money and you're down money if you're listening to my picks? How does that one work? Bro, nice to see you again, Ian Gary. I'm not Ian Gary. I'm not Ian Gary. Don't start this again. I was off live for a week. I've came back. We're having a nice conversation now. Don't start calling me random names. Yo, Rose Namajunas. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. I think people are sleeping on Lopez. Yeah, so do I. Where would I put Usman in the rankings right now in the UFC? That's a good question. What are the lightweight rankings? What's your pick? Diego Silva? Oh, I thought you were calling me that there. Gene Silva, probably. Why aren't you training for Corey Sandhagen? Maybe because I'm not Marab. We ever thought about that before? We ever thought about opening these two things ingrained into our fucking head and looking? Yeah, O'Malley is gonna. Yo, do you know what's annoying though? I made a video 2 days ago that's gonna come out Wednesday, matchmaking for UFC 323, and Sean O'Malley, Song Yudong was a fight that I put in as the main card opener, and then Booyaka Shah, the UFC listened to me. Might not be main card opener though. Right, let's check out the rankings to see where we're putting Umar and Paul Hughes. It's really hard to judge though because I'm of the mindset now that if you haven't got a win in the UFC, you're fucking ass, in my opinion. I can't trust you to come over. No, he shouldn't be champ right now. He's had one good semi-competitive win in the UFC. Andy Silva. Are you on about Anderson Silva? Diego Lopez is not a bit better striker than Anderson Silva. If Diego wins, who should he fight? Let's do him versus Movzar in a rematch. Usman, yes, because he. Well, it depends who. I would, yeah, give them someone in the rankings. They're big enough names. Say Usman loses to Paul Hughes and the UFC are going to sign him. Match him again against Gamrot. See, I think if Paul Hughes came to the UFC, he would have to fight a guy out of the rankings, but I think Usman would get a fight in the rankings. That's my opinion. Super proud of you for applying to be the representative of the LGBTQ UFC community. Don't do that. Happy birthday. Half the back, Paul Hughes. I manifested this. Shout out Alessandra. Yo, bro, I just said happy birthday to you. Name 3 good Anderson Silva wins. We're gonna go for GLP Sonnen. Good win. Let me keep thinking of Vitor Belfort. Good win. You've really put me on the spot with this. I can't actually remember Anderson Silva's fucking resume right now. Forrest Griffin, isn't it? It wouldn't be a win I'd put up there. Former champion, though, in fairness. So suppose you could have him there. I actually forgot. Anderson Silva does have a pretty sleeper resume. Yeah, Vitor Belfort is one I'm picking. Chael Sonnen is another one. Dan Henderson. I don't have Anderson Silva top 10. Yo, this is a question. Do I keep doing the lives, one on the phone, one on YouTube, or do I just get the TikTok live studio on the PC, do the live there, and then just upload it as a video to YouTube? What do we think? How's the game going? Yeah, it's going steady. Yeah, I think Goldberg wins it, unfortunately. Keep the YouTube live. I want to do that. I want to try and get a stream key from TikTok so I can do YouTube and TikTok at the same time from the PC, but don't fucking give me a stream key. Will there be like a price? Right, talking about the game. I'm going to make a video on it tomorrow anyway, talking about it. But anyway, game, will there be a price? Ideally, no. I want to make it free. I want to put it on mobile. But obviously, I need to make some money, homeboy. So, and I don't want to riddle it with ads because that's annoying as fuck. So I don't know, maybe like 99p or something. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see. We're a long way from there anyway. Ideally, I would like to get it out before the end of the year, but and everyone cover their ears and hold on. I work a full-time job, so I'm only being able to do this in my free time. Also, make my videos like my YouTube, go live, shit like that. Will there be a battle pass on your game? No. You should stream your game development. Yeah, I could do that. On Skibbity, I want to see a Tracy Cortez tape. Yo, yeah, I don't. I think everybody does. Oh, you're the things of my. Yeah, develop putting it up. Actually, live streaming it could be pretty cool. Although it takes me that long to do one fucking thing for it, it's like it'd be a boring watch. Yeah, we need Diego Lopez to win. No women in your game, please. Yo, come on. You've seen my views on some of the women's MMA fights. I don't need to say anything else on the matter. Yeah, someone did ask me that. Someone said like how the name's gonna work. Personally, for me, I just want to do them like random. I don't want to be like Lawner, like or just like random names. I was trying to think of like what a fucking other version of like Laddie Limlet. I don't want to call it something like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather just have it like a random name and you just build it up that way. Although I want to get the game built, make sure it runs okay, and then I need to try and figure out how you put it on the mobile. So that's another bridge I'll need to cross. What are you using to make a game? What do you mean? Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. You could. What website? I'm not giving away the secrets. What the fuck is this? I don't think it was a fraud check, like, but yeah, I'll put your name in. I'll need to remember that. I don't think he was fraud checked. Like, I always thought he was pretty overrated. Hope you're having a good one, bro. Thank you, man. I never like he beat Jared Cannonier, who was coming off a stoppage loss to Imavov. Whether or not it was early stoppage or not, still a stoppage loss. Coming off that, that was Bralho's best win. Outside of that, he beat what Paul Craig, Abbas Magomedov. I actually think Abbas Magomedov's pretty underrated, but when you look at what Imavov's been able to do, it's not even close. So it's not. Fuck. Silva or Lopez? Gene Silva. Yeah, no, Amavov's really good. I thought Amavov was going to take. Yeah, Amavov. Yeah, I think Amavov clearly won. I didn't score all 5 rounds for him. I thought it was a lot more competitive than that. What is your job? Yo, I'm trying to come across as dark and mysterious, and you want to know what my job is? Nothing fucking good anyway. A minimum wage job. Let's just leave it at that. I think Tom Aspinall is going to stop him. I think Tom Aspinall is just going to grapple with him. Next for Max, because I think he can be champ. I think you do Max Holloway versus. Max Holloway versus the winner of Oliveira versus Fiziev, I think. Could be a possibility. I wouldn't mind if they done Max versus Orman. I wouldn't hate that. Gene Silva's the last hope for the nerds. Yeah, I hope he gets beat though for what he done to Bryce Mitchell. Maybe vacate if Ilya goes up. Maybe. When's Max back from injury? I think it's at the start of the new year. Or then, you know what I think though? That's actually a fair point. The UFC might not stack the last card and save the January card, the first card of the year, and stack it like mad. Yeah, Carlos Prates is cool. I see a lot of people still shitting on that Hamza performance, but no one's talking about what DDP done nothing in there. Some of the blame has to be on DDP. In my opinion, anyway. DDP did nothing. DDP had more submission offense than Hamza. He literally lost every single round. He got dominated. No, the Hamza DDP fight was not better than Amavov versus Kyle Brallo. It looks like Gaethje is going to get a title shot. So once Ilya beats him up, moves up for Islam, Orton versus Max, and then Rebecca. Yeah, that's fair enough. I hate the fact if Gaethje gets a title shot, that's fucking stupid. Fox though, DDP was talking like he was ready. Yeah, and like what was DDP doing in that training camp? Max beats Orman. I think Max has a good chance. I think Max has a really good chance of becoming lightweight champion. I'm being serious. Who do you think will be the first champ? Movzar. Movzar is the best featherweight right now in the division. That's including Volk in it as well. Can Max beat Ilya? Max can. I think Max can, but it's hard to say Max will beat him when we've seen Ilya knock him out. You know what I mean? But I do think there is a path to victory for Max against Ilya. Depends if Islam or Ilya comes back down. Is Davy Grant going to be in your game? Shut up. Is this pre-recorded? Don't start. I'm not listening to the pre-recorded shit again. No way. No one beats Hamzat. I agree. At 185. Yes. Mozart versus Lopez was a decent fight. True. Think Ruffy versus Bahamontes needs to be done. Yo, did you watch my latest YouTube video? Because that's the fight I said should be made next. You're saying Hamzat is being dominant but can't threaten a submission. There's no way you watch that Hamzat DDP fight and say Hamzat didn't dominate him. There's no logical way to say that. Thank you for the follow. Gene Silva would probably knock him out. Ilya's already became a double champ. Ilya beats JDM. No. I'm not that excited for Hamza to be champion because he's not active. That's my issue. Ilya knocks out Armin. I don't understand how people think Ilya Armin's this really competitive fight. It's not. Ilya knocks him out. He's not good enough to be on the feet with Ilya, and I don't think his wrestling. I think people underestimate how good Ilya's grappling is. Armin is good. I'd love to see Max Ilya too at lightweight. I think that'll be a fun one. Marab, focus on your fight against Corey. Don't try and build a game. Yo, I'm not Marab. Shut up. Yeah, exactly. People forget, man. Yeah, that's the thing. People don't actually understand how good of a grappler Ilya is because he's just knocking everybody out. Mason Jones, Terrence McKinney next. That'll be a fun one. You think so? Max was having moments against Ilya, though. Yeah, they have been out for a while. Why are you ignoring my stuff? Because I'm right. That's the first thing I've ever seen you type in. Max's chin is declining. Yeah, there is no denying that. Davy Grant. I'm not Davy Grant. Stop calling me it. Nah, Dallas just subs him. Think anyone will get custom fight shorts this week? No. I don't see the point in giving it. It's a fight night. Although they give Jamal Hill ones for, or sorry, Khalil Roundtree ones for some reason. Will I be in the game? Maybe. As DLC. Do a random impression of who? I'm picking Canelo. It's Canelo Alvarez. This is going to be a better fight than Canelo Crawford, Fox. You working on a game? Yeah, I am, mate. I am. Does Poatan win the rematch? No. Yeah, I actually am getting no surgery, though, so I don't know what Davy Grant sounds like, and I don't look like him either. Thank you, mate. Crawford wins the fight, he doesn't. Hey, guys! Lopez versus Silva. Anytime there's a big boxing fight, it's ass. It never delivers. It's always a 12-round points decision. That isn't really a fun fight. Outside of Chris Eubank Jr., Conor Benn, I got tickets to go see that fight, and it was awesome. It delivered. You already have an Irish accent, so the no surgery will have you sounding crazy. Fury versus Usyk was pretty good. Are you going back to watch that fight? Like, I'm never going back to rewatch that fight. Thank you for the follow. Armin is still a better wrestler, and do you do combat sports in real life? Yes, I try to. I haven't been though in a while. Oh, the Medasas Bukaskas KO. He nearly elbowed Paul Craig through the cage. Yeah, that one round where Usyk has Fury on his feet, like that's a fun watch. That's exciting. Marab's twin. I'm not Marab's twin. Yeah, he literally reversed Oliveira and put him in a crucifix. Insane. Bivol Beterbiev, what? Be honest again with yourself. I was looking forward to that fight, and it delivered in the sense of like that's what I thought that fight was going to be like. But I'm not going back to rewatch any of those fights ever. Give me a UFC fighter and a song to edit them to. Let's go with Artem Lobov and This Is How Legends Are Made. Ming Yang Zhang, yeah, what the hell happened to him? Got smoked by Johnny Walker. That's a good idea. Artem Lobov's fighting in October as well. Capitalize on that. Alban, is that you? No. You stop calling me fighters whenever I'm not them. Islam. Would Darren Till beat Jake Paul? I actually wouldn't mind seeing that. Trying to think. Jake Paul's not bad. Like, he's not good, but he's not bad. He's average. I don't know. I actually don't know who would win between him and Till. Till looked good against like Rockhold, but I'd still pick Jake Paul to beat him as well. Looked like Harry Hardwick and Alban together. You what the hell? Yeah, everyone's just shitting on Elliot. Yo, I actually can't believe the UFC aren't promoting this main event. This is more interesting than Canelo Crawford. Andrew Tate, Donald Cerrone's happening on Misfits. But what the hell? There's no way they're allowing testing then because both of those guys are definitely on roids. Do you train? Yes. When I can, I'm not that active at it. Like I go through phases where like I'm obsessed with going to training and then I don't and then I just fall off. Yeah, I want to get into MMA. Are you Paddy Pimlet? No. You look like Lerone Murphy, right? That's one I can understand. Max beats Elliot. Lightweight? I don't think so. Are you Kamara Usman? Right. Now we're saying names that I can kind of see that I look a bit similar to. If you could master one mixed martial art, what would it be? Either Muay Thai or Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Muay Thai sounds cooler, but yeah, like Jorginho. Yeah, I get that. Are you John Jones? No, no. Buckley, who you fight next? Hopefully, Shavkat. Derek Lewis, is that you? Only from the waist down. Man, I don't look like Alban Elliott. No, I've got Gene Silva. Sergey Pavlovich doesn't get enough respect. What for? Are you Conor McGregor? No. UFC 320 looks class, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing when Pavlovich knocked out Curtis Blades. I will never forget this. I seen someone put on Twitter saying, when it's all said and done, Pavlovich will have had a better career than Francis Ngannou. One of the most awful takes I've ever read in my life. Jan Blachowicz, chill. I'm not Jan Blachowicz. Let's go for that. Thank you for the follow. You look like Sam Patterson. Look nothing like him. You a chill dude. Thank you for the follow. Lopez for the win. By no way, boy. He's one win off. Pavlovich is way better than Ngannou, low, bro. Yo. Stop. Bo Nickel, you need to relax. Yo, stop calling me. No, I'm not Bo Nickel. Yeah, I'm not Ginger. Are you Alban Elliott? No. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve respect, but it's not like he's one of the most disrespected fighters in the UFC. His last 3 performances have been pretty ass. I guess a bit, yeah. Thoughts on United Ireland? Personally, I'm happy the way it is. I think Ilya beats Islam. Ilya versus Arman, February 31st. I don't know why they just don't do Ilya Arman the headline UFC 323. I don't get why the UFC gets stars and then like an Ilya and then they never have him active. What the fuck is the point? Are you Alban Elliott? Yo, you've called me 10 different fighters' names. I'm not one of them. I want your things. I haven't said anything, Unc. Yo, I've seen you say it. Chill out with the lies. I think he knocks him out inside 3. You think Hamzat will be active? Probably not. I think you do Hamzat defend his title January. Will Ngannou ever fight again? Yes. I think Ngannou fights Wilder. What do you mean? Me and Alban Elliott don't have the same voice. We're not even from anywhere near the same place. Spivak, stop it now. That there's crazy. I want your things in my room. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't bring him. I don't even know if Ngannou would come back though. I see type RUKSI. No. Sean knocks him out. I see Daniel Cormier. If I stand side on, I get it. Shamil Gaziev, you're banned. I see Mark Hunt. So we're calling me fat now? Okay, so we're body shaming. Are you Alban Elliott? Yo, for the 7,000th time, no. I see Tai Vasa. Yo, I'm not Tai Vasa. Can someone tell Wonderboy to chill? I know I'm being called Taporia's brother. Are you Dana White? No. What's with the name calling? I see Jalen Turner. Okay. Bruce Buffer, relax, gang. John Anik, yo. Are you Alban Elliott? Yo, for the 10th million time, no. When's your trip to Turkey? I don't have a trip to Turkey. Why? I know, that was crazy. Roy Nelson, so I'm just being called fat. Great. Kimbo Slice. Why doesn't Pantoja fight Ilya? Because they're not in the same weight class. Hairline. You have got one of the fucking best hairlines on planet Earth. That's straight as hell. Iceman. The new album. Crazy. John the Robot Chill's fucking next level. Disrespect, by the way. Yeah, you can't be hating on the hairline though. Nah, it is gonna be good. Yo, don't call me Rose Namajunas. Is your barber blind? Is that a serious question? Yo, it's a fucking buzz cut. What's wrong with the hair? Is your barber blind? Yo, that's a fucking crazy what the hell? It's a buzz cut. Yo, you can't be. Yo, don't say he's messed up. Don't even say he's messed up the hair and the buzz cut. I get the buzz cut and I inspire fucking Justin Bieber to go buzz cut. Yo, you can't be saying was the barber blind after someone else has said it. If you're gonna say something, it needs to be original. Or you Kimbo Slice, no. I see Killa Harrison blocked. Someone needs to ban him. Did you watch the NI match? No, mate. Marlon, yeah, I suppose he kind of got the idea of me as well, didn't he? Yo, Kane win the next fight. Kane who? Kane who? Better not be Kane Velasquez. No, I didn't watch that. Yeah, I think Silva wins. Yo, Kane Velasquez is in jail. Why are you asking me fucking stupid questions? Are you Ian Harry? Who's Ian Harry? Who else is on the card? You don't want to know. The Muffin Man? Yes, Joey Essex seen the trim on live and fucking copied it. I'm not Davy Grant. Stop calling me that. No. Why are you fighting Danny Aaron's? When are you making your Misfits debut? Hopefully soon, because I could do with a Misfits payday. So if anybody knows anyone in Misfits, I'm looking at Misfits payday. So fucking spread the word. Misfits payday. Come to me. Why do you think Leon beats Protest? Protest is going to struggle with the range of Leon. Leon's going to be able to just work off the back foot, chop it low kicks, body kicks, teeps up the middle. And Protest isn't this really like volume heavy fighter either. Mate, I would take 1K to show, 1K to win. 2 grand for a fight? Yeah, goddamn Roy. Are you John Cena? Yes. Yo, Torres Finney. Yo, I'm not Torres Finney. My Down syndrome cousin has the same haircut as you. Yo, that's disrespectful. Shout out your cousin with Down syndrome. If you're lying in hospital and John Cena shows up, it's curtains. One boxing organization, what would it be? Like what? What boxing organization? Whoever's paying the most. My one. So your nan's got a good haircut. Your nan's got a good hairline. What the fuck are we saying? That you fight under whoever is showing me the money. Riyadh season, okay. Whoever is paying up, that's where I'm going. Stop calling me Davy Grant. Yo, we've read out the John Cena thing. Let's move past it. Right. I can hear a shit calling my name, so I'm gonna head. Adios.